Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team Career here on the PC. We're with Cadillac. Tonight it's round 21 of our first season. Getting very close to the end. And we are heading to Interlagos for the Brazilian Grand Prix. So, just 4 races to go, including tonight's Grand Prix. After tonight's race, we'll have a couple of weeks before we have a triple header to end the season. And that will then be at Vegas, then Qatar, and then Abu Dhabi. There are no sprints remaining. It's just straight racing from here to the end of the season. And these are the current standings. As you can see, Mercedes top by 64 points over McLaren. Ferrari are in third place. Very surprised actually to see McLaren all the way up in second. They haven't really had much pace. So I'm not quite sure how they've suddenly appeared, all the way up in second place. They've been so wildly inconsistent. But in the driver's standings, here you can see 337 points for George, Max on 265. He is 72 points ahead of Verstappen. There are only 100 points remaining. So the title is almost confirmed for George. If he wins tonight, then yeah, he is world champion. He has been supreme this season. In fact, this actually might be why McLaren are up into where they are. Oscar's been on a bit of a tear recently. He's been getting some really strong results. He now sits in third place. Charles Leclerc has kind of withered away in the last few races. And he is now way behind George Russell, when he was actually leading the championship and fighting with George, and to a lesser degree with Max as well. He was clear at the top. So Ferrari have just faded quite badly this year. We are currently 13th with Nico and 20th with Checo. 30 points for the team. Vast majority, as you can see, have been scored by Valtteri. We sit 8th in the constructors' standings. We've got a nice healthy 14-point lead over Audi. Let's see if we can hang on to 8th place for next season. It means we'll have slightly less hours, but a little bit of extra prize money at the end of the season. Evening Esparza, evening Dino. Hello to everyone else who's lurking in the chat as well. The Grand Prix is tomorrow, so let's advance time. And now the Grand Prix is today. There we go, just like that. Magic. Right, something in the inbox. Let's see. Okay, it's the strategy email here. So, it's going to be cold. Maintaining tire temperatures might be tough. Not expecting rain. Yeah, this is going to be a tricky one for us. This is definitely going to be a tricky one for us, because not only is it going to be tough to maintain temperature in the tyres, but the soft tyres in particular fall apart pretty quickly around this circuit. So we're going to have to, I think, 3-stop tonight. This could be chaotic in the pits. We could have another situation where we have like 5, maybe even more pit stops for the AI, depending on what tyres they use. So who knows where we're going to end up on the grid tonight. It could be that we can capitalise on the AI making tons of stops and we actually get a decent finishing position, or more what I'm expecting is that our pace will be so bad around here that we're going to struggle just to get into the top 20. I just don't know what way to go. I think we will gamble and try and put both drivers into the top 18, but we had to work so hard just to achieve that last night at Mexico. Could be beyond us here at this race. I don't know. Evening, Victor. Welcome. Right, let's double check the cars. So they're both running the Mark III chassis. We have a spare in that now. They're both on the Mark II front wing. We've got no more updates coming to the car this year. We have them both on the Mark III rear wing. No spares. A couple of spares on the side pods, but they're both at medium risk if memory serves. We also have them both on the new underfloor, but you can see it's at high risk, so it will fail after this Grand Prix for Valtteri's car. And we don't have any more suspensions yet on the Mark IV. We're at medium risk here and medium risk here as well. So yeah, it's tight. It's very tight. You can see we're building a couple of extra spare front wings. That'll be ready in 2 days. We've got another underfloor on the way. We do not have any more suspensions coming, do we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We've got 4 days to go until we get one. So after Sao Paulo. And then hopefully we don't break one this weekend. And then we might have one, or we should have one extra on top of that for the remaining Grand Prix coming up. But we are going to be hanging on by a thread in terms of keeping the car as current as possible. So any unnecessary or unfortunate accidents is going to hamper our performance significantly, potentially. Targets for tonight then, let's gamble. Let's go 18th or higher for both and hope that we can keep the car somewhere competitive. Let's head to Brazil.
Our F1 season brings us to Brazil for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. The Autodromo José Carlos Pache has been a staple of the racing calendar for decades, and soon we'll once again be watching the best drivers in the world give it their all.
In the Constructors' title battle, it's Mercedes who are currently leading. And as the season creeps closer to the end, only so many points are left to be scored.
Stay with us then for what should be an exciting weekend.
Okay, we are not putting the rookies in the car because I need to keep my hard tyres. I think we're going to need both sets. So I can't run the amount of time on track that I need without running a set of hard tyres, I don't think. And I certainly don't want to run 2 sets of mediums. So we're going to have to use up a lot of softs here in practice. So there just isn't feasible to run the rookies here. They might get another run out, maybe Vegas, maybe Abu Dhabi as well, but they certainly won't be running here, and they certainly won't be running in Qatar. So first thing I'm going to do is switch the tyre compounds over before I forget. Right, now we're going to sort out the engine parts. 51% engine it is. We'll go with the 30% ERS. And we'll stick with the 48% gearbox. So that's Valtteri's car. Checo's car. We'll go with a 30% engine for practice. I've got to stick with that ERS. It's the only one we have. And we'll roll the gearbox back as well. There we go. So Brazil is normally 21 laps if you want to get 2 separate runs in, which we do. But I am a little curious as to how much we can actually get the tyres to last. I'm going to put 20 laps of fuel in because I don't think we're going to even hit 20 laps. I think we might be a little optimistic with that. We shall see when we get on track. There we go. So car bits are prepped. Run plans are done. Now we need to actually put some setups onto the car. So what do we want for Brazil? Probably a 13 on the rear wing, maybe a 12.5. So we'll do one car on the 12.5, one on the 13. We'll start with the 13 for Valtteri. So I'm going to go with a 7 on the front. I'm going to go with a 13 there. We'll go with a 2.8 on our roll bar. And then I'm just going to push this up a little bit. And push that down just a little bit. And we'll see how we get on with that one. And then we'll do something a little bit different for Perez. We'll do a 12.5. I'm going to go with a 7 on the front again. 12.5 on the rear. We're going to go to a 1.9. And then I'm going to push that all the way up. And I'm going to bring that up to about there. And let's see how we get on with that. Evening, cats. Are there any upgrades?
Green light.
No, we haven't had any upgrades for a few races now, and we won't be getting any more for the rest of the season because we haven't got much money, and the money we do have, we're making sure we're putting into next season's car. We've also officially ended negotiations with Lewis Hamilton. He just wanted too much money. Could not afford it.
And ready to check when you can.
As much as I wanted to stick him in the car,
Yes, loud and clear.
could not afford it.
Copy, loud and clear.
Ready to check. Good for me too.
We'll need
Oh, wow.
good warm up on the brakes.
Callum Boyson's getting a run out today. A lot of rookies are getting a run out, actually. We've got Beganovic at Ferrari. Piastri is in at McLaren, but his partner Norris is out for Ugo. Nagel is in at Red Bull. Victor Martin and Callum Boyson both in at Mercedes. Gabriele Mini is in at Alpine. No rookies at Williams or at Haas. We do have a couple of rookies running at Racing Bulls. Tramnitz is getting a run out at Audi. No rookies at Aston. So let's have a quick double check. So it is Biba Javid, or Javed, getting a run out there alongside Nicholas Solov. But yeah, Callum Boyson is getting a run out. It's the first time we've seen him all season, I think. Or at least it's the first time we've seen him in a very long time, if he has had a run out this season. Right, let's speed him up. Going to be a busy session. A lot of work to do. Keeping an eye on the tyre temps. Oh, and the tyres are overheating. So we need to make sure that we run them a little bit cooler. This will help extend their life a little bit. So this might actually make them a little bit more feasible, potentially. And they are looking a bit more stable temperature-wise. Doesn't look like they're at risk of dropping out of the window in this setting. So that's good information.
Any comments though?
Here we go. We have some feedback.
That was good. Thanks, guys.
From Valtteri. Car is at 82% in terms of setup satisfaction there. That's not too bad. We're still waiting on Checo. Probably going to wait for another few minutes yet before he gives us his feedback. 15 laps. Tyres are still hanging on because we're protecting them. So let's see if we can maybe just stretch
Get back to doing lift
an
and
extra
coast
couple
now.
of laps out of these.
And we need to increase lift off.
Copy.
We're seeing already quite a few cars using hard tyres. 9 cars using hard tyres so far on at the moment. So that's 9 drivers who will not have 2 sets of hards going into the race. There we go. Feedback from Checo. 82% for him as well. Have we done it again? Have we got the right setup but on the wrong car? It's possible. They are both the same distance away. We'll check and see if the sliders match up in terms of which is in the right position, or what the gap is, what needs to be changed. It might be that they are just coincidentally 82% apart with a target setup that is wildly different from the other. Evening, Wayne. I need some advice from you, Wayne, about Flight Sim, because it is coming. What do you actually do apart from just, are there any kind of... Is it completely sandbox, just, get in a plane and fly from point A to point B and of your choice in choosing, or do you actually have any kind of schedule or missions? Does it have that little hook to keep you playing, or is it a case of you play it for a bit, you do the little bits of exploring that you personally want to do, and then you stop playing it completely? Which is what I'm worried the game's going to be. So I know you've played it. And what are your thoughts?
And box this one. Box, speed confirm.
Yep.
So there is a career mode. Okay.
Didn't it?
There will be speed limiter on. And then stop in front of the garage.
Copy. Watch your speed in the pit lane. Just stop on the marks.
All right, so front wing, rear wing, and everything else is pretty much sat in the middle of the slider bars as well. Let's wait for Checo. Wait for Valtteri to get into the garage and have a look at him. There he is. Yeah, so very different setups. That much is clear. It's just a coincidence that they're both exactly the same distance away. All right, let's go to a 1.9. That's not going to be enough on its own. Let's drop that back. Actually, no. Let's push that up. That's too much. Unless we go that way. And do something like that. Let's give that a try. New set of softs. We can actually put a little bit more fuel in, possibly, but I don't think we really need to. Checo, then. Let's up him to a 13. Let's move that to a 2.8. So that we can do that, and that hopefully fixes the front wing. Let's bring this down to something like that. Yeah, let's give that a try. How much is the deluxe edition, Wayne? It's not due out for another month and a bit, I think. I think it's coming, what, mid-December? Why? It's taking all the fuel out of the car. Alright. Yeah, 20 laps.
Coming past you now. Just manage your tyres as you wish. Okay. Watch for traffic.
And we need a good warm-up on the brakes.
Yeah, copy.
Alright, speeding them back up again. 3rd of December for the deluxe, 8th for the standard. Price? Are we talking like really expensive for the deluxe? Are we talking like £70–80, or is it more reasonable? Alright, we've got a problem at one of the Alpines.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
That's just general engine wear,
How does the
so
car feel?
that'll get swapped out, that part, at the end of the session. Feedback from
that.
Valtteri, have we made an improvement? Yes, 3%. 3%! That's rubbish. Is the problem that it's an Alpine? Cheeky. I've actually done reasonably well recently in terms of pace, and they're certainly better than we are. So. The problem for us is it is an Alpine and not a Cadillac. All right, come on, Perez. There we go. Hope we made at least some improvements with you. 92. That's better. We're getting 10% with Checo. £100 for the deluxe. 130 for the premium deluxe. 200 for the aviator. What the hell? £200. What do you get in the aviator edition? If you don't get a flight stick with it, like a HOTUS or something like that, how the hell can they justify that? I might not be playing that game after all then. That's very expensive. My PlayStation Plus runs out about 2 weeks, a week and a half before the game comes out. Alright, so that's too high. That needs to come down to there. It's Microsoft, what do you expect? Well, not that. There we go. Is the front wing good enough? I hope so. We're going to go with that. It might even be that we need to roll that to a 4.6. We'll find out in the next session. Let's strip fuel out of the car to confirm the changes. There we go. Perez. Yeah, we're close. Let's try that. And that's our first practice session done. Alright, into practice 2. I'm going to be running softs in this session again as well. We want to go with 22 laps of fuel. See how the cars handle 22 laps on those tyres. By the look of it, pretty well. Maybe we shouldn't be burning all these softs. Yeah, maybe we should actually run the mediums in this session. And then I'll make a final decision about whether or not to run the set of hards. because the tyres do seem to be holding up better than I thought they would. So let's go with 35 laps of fuel. See if the mediums will do 35 laps.
Green light.
Reminder that the poll is live on the posts tab of my channel, where you can help shape the calendar for next season. It only gave me 4 poll options, so I put in the 3 tracks that immediately sprang to my mind, and then put an other option so that you could put your comments, or put your suggestions in the comments. Somebody voted other, and then didn't let me know what the other was going to be. So if that was you, if you're listening and that was you, I need to know what other circuit you would like me to remove. But we need to remove 3 circuits because we're taking Zandvoort out. So yeah, if the one that you want to see gone, or one of the ones you want to see gone, is listed, then obviously click on that one. If it isn't, click on other and let me know in the comments what it is. I will total them all up, and we shall see which ones are the ones that everyone wants to get rid of. Also, we are going to be upping the number of sprints from 6 to 10. So again, if there's a particular circuit that you'd like to see a sprint at, then let me know about that in the comments as well. That post will be up until Friday. Well, it'll be up permanently, but the voting will close at the end of our stream on Friday, and that will determine the changes I make over the weekend, ready for next season. And a little heads up, I may be slightly late tomorrow. I don't know. Hopefully I'll still be on time, but I have a pre-op appointment at the hospital tomorrow, so should be back in time. Let's speed them up.
I might not need the tire.
We need to work on the tires, keep the temperature on the tires.
Still the same.
Perez is at a whoopsie.
All okay.
Copy.
Into turn 2 by the look of it.
Now we should be able to take a look here. That's it. That's
Oh yeah,
spin.
the exit of 1.
And ultimately, just unable to bring the car under control.
Let's certainly push those tyre temps up. Let's bring those down a bit. And again, the tyres are overheating slightly. Oh my god, look at the track temperature. It's in the 50s. No wonder. Actually, maybe hards is the right call then, because if the track temperature is going to be this high... It's a 29-degree weather forecast. What am I looking for? Reports. It's going to be cooler on race day.
Anything we can help you with?
But track temperature still might be a bit high. I just don't know whether or not to run the second set of softs.
Understood.
A set of hards for final practice. Have I listed the Isle of Ireland for ETS2 and British Columbia for ATS yet? No, I haven't. Not yet. Alright, feedback for Valtteri. 88%. Oh my god, we're still a way off. So that's got to be a 4.6 then on the roll bar. It's got to be. What about you, Checo? 97%. Oh, we're almost there with him.
Yeah, keep it.
Yeah, copy.
And by the looks of our driver prep, we're almost there as well. Don't need to do too much more running on track. Still want to see what kind of life these tyres have. Perez's tyres are out of the window again. Oh, look at the engine temps for Valtteri. Running in Perez's dirty air. Let's speed Perez up a bit. Little wide moment for Yuki cutting the
This one
grass.
is involving Yuki Tsunoda. And that won't help their chances. And they might want to take a look at the floor of the car there, because that...
All right, let's call him in. Still haven't learned a huge amount about
And box.
tyres and temperature yet, other than that
Okay, copy.
they seem to be in an in-between window at the moment, but the track temperature is so high, it is going to be potentially cooler on race day. I think I will carry the hards into the Grand Prix itself. So that'll be softs again. It means we're only going to have 2 sets of softs for qualifying. Not that I expect to get out of Q1. I'm half tempted not to even qualify and just save the softs just in case. Really don't know what to do. So yeah, there we go. That is a 4.6. We need to fix everything else up. That has to come right down. So there's that. Back to there. Front wing is not where it needs to be. I wonder if it is a 6.5. Let's try it. Let's go with that as our setup. Here we go. Checo. Everything but the cornering. Up or down? Up or down? Let's do that. Again, run plan, strip the fuel out. And that's us done in practice 2. Let me have a quick look at the pole, see if there's been any movement. Not yet. Qatar still miles ahead. The other two. So, we have got some penalties, 4 cars on penalties. We will check those out a bit closer to qualifying, or the start of the race. We're at 54% prep without the setups in there, so that to me suggests that we have done enough running to be covered if we are bang on, or at least very, very close. So Checo should be fine. Valtteri might not be. But we've made changes. And yeah, let's run the softs. Let's carry that extra set of hards in. I think that might be a more useful tyre for us. We're just going to do 20 laps. Even Farah.
Four seconds. 3, 2, 1. Green light.
I have good news for you, Farah. We have officially ended negotiations with Lewis. He will not be joining the team for next season. He's just too expensive. Him and Johnny.
And we need a good warm-up on the brakes.
Yeah, copy.
Ça va? Ça va bien, merci. Et tu? That's about as much French as I can remember. A little bit cooler today, not by much, and track temperature still over 50 degrees. We have a VSC Hulkenberg.
Virtual safety car deployed.
Has been involved in a crash. I don't know who with. Let's have a look. Sainz. Oh my God, Sainz. He's been in the wars so much this season. He didn't even get a lap on the board in this session, I don't think. Oh no, we did. He's sitting up in P2.
And it seems like Hulkenberg's had a bit of trouble.
Has he crashed getting out of the way?
I'm sorry about that, guys.
And look at the team there. They all knew what that moment meant.
It meant it's the right decision for Hulkenberg to retire at the end of the year. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. He gets punted up the backside, which breaks his rear wing, so he then drives into the barrier to break his front wing as well. Good going, Nico.
VSC ending.
Copy.
Right. Did we get it right with Valtteri? Please say we did. Yes, bang on. Look at that. 100%. Awesome stuff. So, we will call him in. Just got to wait a little bit longer for Checo. And bang on with Checo as well. Fantastic.
Copy that.
So we are done with practice. Just need to wait things out now. I wonder if Sykes picked up a penalty for that shunt at the back of Nico. Little problem for Arvid. Nothing wide, turn 4, that's down here. The infamous turn 4. Into the final 10 minutes of the session. Have I made the right call by burning up all my softs? I don't know. I really don't know. Track temperature's coming down. Look, it's now a little bit of cloud cover, so track's down to 49 degrees, and we know it's going to be a little bit cooler on race day. If there's a lot of cloud cover on race day, we're in trouble. If there isn't much cloud cover, we might have made the right choice. We might have made the smart choice by keeping that extra set of hards. A little part of me has got this nagging doubt that I should have kept the softs and used up the hards in practice. So Leclerc has a penalty. Sonoda and Hadjar have penalties. Hulkenberg has a penalty. Sainz apparently does not have a penalty for that lockup. Lucky boy. Very lucky boy. All right, drivers are prepped. Let's get ready for qualifying.
Welcome to qualifying. Let's find out if all that practice will pay off for the drivers.
The ups and downs of Interlagos mean a full-speed qualifying lap can be hard on both driver and car. Sector 2's technical corners demand high downforce to make a quick lap.
there, of course, we've got Nico Hulkenberg. How do you think he's faring, heading into qualifying?
They weren't as quick as I expected them to be in practice. They'll want to land better lap times than that today to earn a solid position on the starting grid.
There's not much left to say, so let's get into it.
Right. Prep the cars as best we can. Checo's definitely going to be down on power. 65% engine. Track temperature is through the roof again. Look, 59.3. Tyres are going to melt in these temperatures. Track position's fine, Mark. We're not going to be behind that Mercedes for very long.
And track
He's
is
going to
clear,
leave
track
us
clear.
for dead.
Mode push for last corner. Mode push.
Okay, gap is good. Go, 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 go.
See, told you. All right, a little bit of potential traffic as the tyres are fired up before we even get close to the line. A little bit of potential traffic here for Checo. No, he's going to get past the Aston. So more likely to be a problem for Valtteri. There he is. It's out of the way at turn 4 for Antonelli. Just kind of gets out of the way for us. Not ideal. Tyres are about to start overheating. So tyres now on fire. And we haven't even finished the middle sector yet. Bottas slightly down to Perez in the first sector. Not surprising given the positioning of Tsunoda there.
Copy.
9/10 down on Antonelli. And an extra 10th down for Valtteri, whose tyres are melting.
Mode in, please. Mode in.
All good.
So Checo's. Right, here comes old boy Fernando. He's retiring at the end of the season as well. Not many Grand Prix left for him in his illustrious career. He's quicker than us, but 7/10 off of Antonelli. And here comes old man Nico. I say old, he's younger than Fernando. Fernando's the old man here. And he will get an honour guard of Fernando on his outlap.
Disney.
And we need speed limiter on, and stop on the marks.
Copy.
Watch your speed in the pit lane. Stop in front of your box.
I really don't expect to get out of this session, so I'm just going to send them out now again. And then that's it. We're just going to run the one set of tyres. I don't see the point in wasting another set of softs when we have pretty much no hope of getting through the session. And just see if we can get a little bit of an improvement, so we don't start dead last. Although the track is likely to ramp up at the end of the session. Just want to get a lap in while the track's relatively quiet.
So watch out for the next car. Brake warming reminder.
Copy.
So into the final corners now for Verstappen.
So you're in a good position.
As he drives for the line. He's not setting the timing screens alight, but he is looking slightly quicker than sight, so he's going to be up there. He is up there. He goes up to third, just behind Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. Dino.
Start the lap.
We're looking good. Good to go, good to go.
Hulkenberg is 1,000th of a second slower than Checo. Speaking of, here he is. Tyres are already going to be overheating. Track temperature now 60 degrees. That is the highest we've seen all season. That's crazy. Slight improvement for Valtteri in the first sector. No improvement for Checo. Yeah, Checo's not going to improve. Valtteri might get a little bit.
So at the moment you are P9.
Yeah, Valtteri does not improve.
We are
Found a little bit in the first sector, could not find anything in the middle or final sectors. And that's us done for qualifying. We're not going to go much quicker. And you can see the state our tyres are in. I do not want to waste a potential set of race tyres trying to scramble out of the session when we are not going to make it. So instead, we are going to whiz through the remainder of qualifying. Sainz goes top. There's a fault developing for Colapinto. That will have the audio.
But the car's definitely not happy.
Nope.
Surely some kind of fault.
Colapinto out of contract and has not been re-signed, so probably off the grid. Oh, he's out.
Right then, you can take a look now.
He's locked
But
up.
here we are following the Alpine.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that crash
Surprise into that
before.
crash.
Ever.
And that's one surefire way to put a dampener on your weekend.
Coming out of turn 3, just lost it and went into the pit exit lane. I've never seen that crash in this game before. Wow. This game continues to provide little surprises here and there. All right. So we've got 3 drivers who still haven't set a time yet. All eyes on championship leader George. A win here tonight will win him the title. He's 72 points ahead of Verstappen with 100 remaining. Technically, he only needs 3 points today, and I think he will be winning the championship because he's got 7 wins. Max has 1. So, on countback, he will absolutely, win that head-to-head, even if Max wins the remaining 4 Grand Prix. So, yeah, title is all but certain to be Russell's. Like I said, 3 points should be enough. So, 8th. If he finishes in 8th, he wins the title. But he hasn't gone out yet. Behrman and Lawson had to abort their laps because of the red flag. We'll be seeing them exiting the pits soon, I think. Here comes everybody now. Well, not everybody, but here comes a good chunk of cars. Leclerc, Sainz, Piastri, Lindblad, Hadjar, Lawson now leaving the pit lane as well. No sign of Behrman yet. No sign of George. Is George even going to run? It's a short lap, so he can go out with 2 minutes to spare. He's got time yet, but he runs the risk of hitting traffic. We have seen him suffer in qualifying in recent races. Just not able to get the clean lap he needed. There goes Hadjar, looking to improve his lap. He's going to have lovely clear air in front of him. Still no sign of Behrman, still no sign of Russell. Out goes Nico Hulkenberg. Sainz goes purple in the first sector. Here's the remaining movement. So Alonso out. Here comes Norris. There goes Ollie Behrman. No, Esteban Ocon. Here's George. He's going to get a run out behind Lando Norris. Hadjar coming through to improve to P7. So both of our drivers are out. Still no sign of Ollie Behrman. There he is. There's Behrman. Lawson finding it possible to actually finish a lap. So he's going to knock us down even further. Looks like Valtteri is going to be bottom of the order. Oh no, we are actually quicker than Lawson. not perfect track positioning here for George, but depending on how quick Norris goes, it might actually give him the slipstream that will put him comfortably top. Or it could impede him to the point where he doesn't get out of the session at all. He's gone purple in the first sector. That's a good start. Track temperature down to 50 degrees, 51 degrees. Behrman starting his lap as he goes through turn 2 into turn 3. Got some traffic coming up now at the end of the lap. That's Lawson, I think. That's a not great middle sector. Down 0.3 to Norris. That's that dirty air. Norris goes third, and Russell takes third from him. All eyes now on Ollie Behrman. And this will get him through. So we'll be 20th and 21st before penalties are applied, it would seem. He goes 18th. So we could have maybe found a little bit of improvement, but I don't think we would have got out of the session. Eliminated then, Arvid Lindblad, Ollie Behrman, Franco Colapinto, who crashed so spectacularly just here, Liam Lawson, and both of our drivers are out in Q1. Let's see who's stuck it on pole. Gasly sticks it on pole. Ahead of Alex Albon, Antonelli, Leclerc fourth, but with a penalty. Then George, Max, Lewis, Tsunoda with a penalty. Ocon and Piastri. Then we've got Alonso, Sainz, Norris, Hulkenberg with a penalty. Don't tell me Hulkenberg's got the penalty for that collision with Sainz when Sainz locked up into him. Maybe he has. Bortoletto, Hadjar, and then no change at the bottom, obviously. Right. Let's get through to the amended grid.
There's a terrific atmosphere here in Interlagos as the drivers prepare for 71 laps of scintillating action.
Brazil loves a home racer, and none more so than the brilliant Ayrton Senna. His victory here at Interlagos in 1991, fighting a broken gearbox, is one of the most emotional moments in F1 history.
Interlagos Sector 2 is a maze of twists and turns, demanding the highest downforce. Sectors 1 and 3 are high speed, however, giving drivers plenty to keep them busy around this thrilling track. The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane, ahead of today's race.
Let's take a look at that amended grid. How big are all these penalties? So, Gasly and Albon will share the front row. It'll be an all Mercedes second row. Antonelli ahead of George. Max in 5th. Then Hamilton's up to 6th. 7th for Ocon. 8th for Piastri. 9th for Alonso. 10th for Sainz. So it was a 5-place penalty for Tsunoda, 10 places for Leclerc, Hulkenberg 21 places, and we've got 2 cars starting from the pit lane as well. Hadjar, I'm guessing just not happy with the balance of his car, and Colapinto probably because he smashed his car up in qualifying. So we are going to start 17th and 18th. Track temperature, who knows? Does it tell us anywhere? No, it doesn't. Let's take a look at the weather. See how much cloud cover we're likely to get. Not a huge amount in the... Well, quite a bit in the first half of the race. Not much in the second half. So we're going to be definitely finishing on the hard tyres, I think. The question now remains, do I try? Oh, I'm not going to be able to one-stop it, am I? I think that might melt my tyres. We'll plot that in, see what that gives us. It's a second quicker. It's not much. We have got some soft tyres. Softs will not last that long, but the tyres at the end would definitely need to do that. I do wonder if we should maybe just hit a set of softs at the beginning to try and get an undercut. Just push them. Maybe box somewhere around lap 10 to 12. Go on to a set of hard tyres. Or maybe a set of mediums. Because of the cloud cover. And then finish on a set of hards when we're expecting it to be pretty hot on track. Something like that. It's slower, but we might gain track position that way. I just don't know what to do. What about running softs here and then going hard? It's the same. Decisions. Let's go with what makes sense. We'll go with that. On paper, this makes sense anyway. So we'll change that to hards as well. We can always rework it to go on to mediums instead. But I'd rather have a more durable tyre option, I think. There we go. Let's take some fuel out. Let's take 4 laps of fuel out. It is only 1.3 kilos a lap here. I'm actually going to take 5 laps out, because I think we're going to have to manage engine temps. So there we go. We are set. I'm going to start on the mediums and then run hards for the rest of the race, unless the temperatures suggest that we need to do otherwise. Let's send them to the grid for the start of the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway. The calm composure of Sergio Perez amongst the hustle and bustle of the grid.
It's a P17 grid start for them in this race, but maybe they can get through the pack cleanly and move up the field.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. Who will win? Only time will tell.
It won't be
Here
us.
at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
How much I do know.
It's lights out and away we
Oh,
go.
it doesn't look like a great start from Gasly. But he does manage to hold off Albon. There's a lot of people on soft tyres. A few people on mediums. We've got 3 drivers starting on the hards. And Gasly has kept hold of pole position.
Charge on.
Copy.
And charge button on, charge button on.
Okay, copy.
So it looks like Valtteri has got ahead of Checo, but apart from that, no change. We're still 17th and 18th. That's our target for the Grand Prix. Both drivers to finish in the top 18. And George just needs 8th place to clinch the championship, if my maths are correct.
DRS is enabled. Currently P17.
Track temperature is 48 degrees.
Car behind is Perez.
Air temperature at 27.7, which is warmer than we were led to believe it would be. It might cool off a little bit in this opening phase of the Grand Prix because there will be a fair bit of cloud cover. But second half of the Grand Prix, I expect the temperatures to start to climb. And I wonder how long Gasly can stay at the front of the pack. I think once the Mercedes get past Albon, assuming the Mercedes get past Albon, I think they will hunt him down. But while he's where he is, he does at least have a chance. Max gets past George. That was absolutely vital for Max. He needs to win all 4 of the remaining races, I think, to stand any chance of winning the championship. And as I say, even if he wins tonight, if George finishes in the top 8, it's game over. As Perez puts the move on Valtteri. Valtteri doesn't look amazingly happy about it, and Hulkenberg is having a sniff as well. He goes wide, very wide. And he's damaged his underfloor. Hulkenberg has damaged his underfloor doing that.
Can you go mode push now?
Yeah, copy.
Let's see if we can close up. Antonelli is through past Alex Albon, so he will start to go hunting. And once again, Perez tough in defence. So I'm guessing Perez just
Yeah, copy.
wants to be the ascendant driver today. We've seen a bit of a dip in form from Valtteri actually these last 3 Grand Prix, where he just hasn't had the pace I would have expected out of him compared to his teammate.
and you can use all the push bar.
Copy.
So, how much of the temperature is going to affect the AI today in terms of their tyres? We know that they can push at whatever temperature, whatever pace they want without hurting their tyres in terms of temperature. Dirty air, though, will still overheat them, and that is a big old snaking queue behind Alex Albon of cars that will be potentially very quickly overheating their tyres. See, even Valtteri's tyres starting to get a little toasty.
Copy.
He does have DRS on you.
Yeah, copy.
And there's that climbing engine temp. Would like to see if I can pull away from Hulkenberg a little bit. Maybe close in on the cars in front. But we're chasing down Tsunoda, effectively. Well, make that Bortoletto. That might help us. Lindblad and Behrman squabbling as well. This middle sector is not kind to us at all with dirty air. You see Valtteri pretty much dropped out of the window. That's Perez out of battery.
Just a reminder on DRS.
Copy.
Did Valtteri get back in DRS range? He's pretty much out of battery as well now.
Button on.
Copy, mate.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
He is
charge
now,
on.
though.
Copy.
All right, let's start protecting.
And we need to increase lift and coast by 30%.
Copy.
All your tyres.
Copy.
Okay.
Oh, we have a yellow flag. It's Antonelli. Big
Now, this
lock
is
up at
what
turn
happened.
8.
Now this is what happened as they took turn 8. Struggling with the car. They were just unable to do much about
There goes
it.
Hamilton and Albon. Or was that Sainz? I'm not sure. Yeah, it was Albon. Russell's been promoted up a place. Yeah, Russell's struggling. He's down in 5th place. We've got a fault for Bortoletto. Perez gets past Antonelli. What's gone again? Something's gone again, but we don't know what. So Antonelli's dropped all the way down to 17th. Verstappen's now in 2nd place. Russell has been overtaken by both Hamilton and Albon.
So let's take a look at the replay. Now this is Sergio
As Hamilton
Perez.
sets a new fastest lap of a
The
1:13.0.
opportunity begging to be taken.
And that was us capitalising on a slow and
Perez
rejoining
completes the
Kimi
overtake.
Antonelli. Ocon past Sainz. Sainz tries to take the place back. How much damage to his tyres has Antonelli done with that lockup? Evening FS Gaming. How is Gasly first? He qualified on pole.
High speed management is very good.
Alpine have made some great strides this season, and of course they're powered by Mercedes, which certainly helps.
Hulkenberg has DRS.
Yes, he does.
Suggests that you can reduce the amount of lift and coast at turn 1.
Okay.
We need to do more lift and coast. Please increase by 10%.
Copy.
Not in this season, they don't. This is 2026. And Antonelli is struggling to keep up with Perez.
Charge on.
Copy.
Has he killed his tyres?
Nico has DRS behind.
He's into the pits. And so is Yuki Tsunoda.
Yes.
Charge on.
Yes, copy.
You can save less.
Copy.
Hard tyres for Antonelli. Slow stop as well. Tsunoda's jumped him. So it looks like there was a problem in the pit lane for Mercedes.
Okay to push harder through 6 and 7 if you can.
You are doing a good job on tires. Keep it like this. Tire fate update when you can.
Russell is now past Alex Albon, sets a new fastest lap, a 1:12.7. 3/10 quicker than Lewis's best. We're a second a lap slower than the car in front of us, unfortunately.
5.5 seconds gap.
Hamilton is now on the back of Verstappen.
Gap to him 1.7.
As far as next season goes as well, we have 2026 car models now for two teams, Red Bull and Ferrari. They will be getting installed over the weekend. Don't know if we're going to have any more. Before the start of the next season, but we'll have at least two teams running the 2026 car model. Gasly's in. And so is Albon behind. Onto the hard tyres then for Pierre Gasly. It's a decent stop. Medium tyres going on for Alex Albon. Gasly, I think, might come out behind us. Yes, he will. And will his teammate jump him? No, he stayed ahead of his teammate. Of course, Colapinto will not be on the grid next season as things currently stand. He's being replaced by Mick Schumacher. Mick is back next year. Only took him 5 years to get back on the grid after being dropped by us. Well, technically 4 years, I suppose. 23, 24, 25, 26 is your 4 years, and back in 27. Still, these two scrapping away, and Russell has caught the pair of them now. That is not good news for Max. As Hulkenberg hits the pits, we are now seeing that little warning symbol to show that he has got that underfloor damage from lap 1. Just running wide at turn 7 that did that. He goes on to a set of medium tyres, and he will come out at the back of the grids. Right, start doing a little bit of fuel saving for Checo.
Increase lift and coast.
Colapinto has jumped ahead of Gasly and is all over the back of Valtteri. As Hamilton this time is having a look. Gets up the inside of Verstappen, but has given up the DRS to do it. Behrman's into the pits. And will Max retake the place into turn 4? He actually gets through without pushing Hamilton way off the track this time. In comes Ollie, medium tyres, and a pretty smooth pit stop. You can see Valtteri under some pressure from both the Alpines. We've got a fault for Alonso.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
Especially considering he's only got 4 Grand Prix left in his career, including this one. He wants to finish as well as he can in the remaining races he has. Track temperature still 48 degrees. Haven't seen it get anywhere close to the 60-degree high we saw on practice 2.
He has DRS.
Lawson's in as well now, as Colapinto gets through.
Correct.
There's progress to be made. Car behind is Gasly.
So center mediums on now for Gasly. Sorry, for Lawson. A little bit of a gap here between Colapinto and Valtteri. Colapinto and Perez.
Mode
But
push, please. Mode
again,
push.
the dirty air and our lack of downforce in the middle sector is really bad. Can we stay close enough to have a run back at Colapinto? Maybe. Depends how well we do out this corner here. Problem for Sainz.
I cannot push. Something is strange.
Running in P6 at the moment. Looks like we just missed the DRS. It's tight. Oh, we might have snuck
Gasly
it.
has DRS.
No, we missed it. Now we're under pressure from Gasly, who has stopped and needs to clear the cars in front of him as quickly as he can, or he's going to be overcut.
I really struggled, just couldn't go any faster.
Just do your best. Go back to doing lift and coast now.
Copy.
Colapinto has immediately got his teammate right back on his tail again.
Yeah, copy.
We have Hadjar for company now. And Gasly gets through, but that means Colapinto will take DRS off his teammate and probably try and get him back into turn 1 again.
Charge on.
Oh, he got close, but he couldn't quite make it. And again, Valtteri's pace just inexplicably lower than Perez when it's been the other way round for most of the season.
Gasly behind with DRS.
Oh no, we just got hit by Hadjar.
What?
That's a broken front wing.
Here's the replay. It's the Red Bull driver. The cars jostling for position. Has to be said, that was pretty risky. I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
I hope he gets a penalty for that.
As for the team back in the garage, that was a tough moment to watch.
Get easy.
Oh, damn it, we have got underfloor damage as well,
Suddenly having
which I can't
the
fix.
loss of grip. Check everything in the car.
I'll keep you informed.
So that's going to make getting Valtteri into P18 really tough now. Might still have to push those tyres, but shouldn't have to do it with the final set. There we go. Hadjar does pick up a penalty for that.
As you can. Charge.
So, lap 18, Hamilton still leads from Charles Leclerc, who's caught and passed Verstappen. Russell is down in 4th. He's dropped back a little bit.
Box, box, box.
Oscar's into the pits.
Okay, box.
And he's going to get out ahead of us on... Is that hard tyres? Yes, it is. Hard tyres. Perez still keeping Gasly behind. Gasly back in front of Colapinto.
A tyre phase update when you can.
Vibrations are increasing. Just keep an eye.
Let's box next lap. And need to fit a new front wing as well. Let's just get some extra pace out of these tyres before we do
Okay, box.
hit the pits. So Gasly gets through, but he'll give us the DRS. We're trying to rebuild the battery before we box. We might even keep the place. Oh no, wait, that's Perez, isn't it? Yeah, I'm looking at Valtteri's. Yeah, Behrman gets through. Antonelli gets us as well. As if, you know, going through the middle sector in our car wasn't hard enough. We're doing it without the front wing working properly as well. In comes Carlos. Hard tyres going on for Carlos. Valtteri's about to hit the pits himself. Oscar sets a new fastest lap of 1:12.4. Evelyn Doe. Or is it Doug? We never did clear that up.
All right, let's concentrate. Behind we have Albon.
You're in clear.
All right, back of the grid then for Perez. We've fixed, sorry, for Bottas. We've fixed his front wing, but we can't fix the underfloor. Hamilton boxes from the lead. Russell comes in behind as well. There's George. Set of mediums for Lewis. He gets back out into the fast lane before George even gets into the pits. Soft tyres for George. Interesting choice. Where are they going to feed out? Behind Gasly. So he did manage to clear them. Russell might actually potentially come up here behind Colapinto as Albon gets through.
Behind is Tsunoda.
There's Albon. There is Perez. And Colapinto does get in front of George. So that's going to do his teammate a huge favour. Problems now for Lewis.
Power's dropping out a lot down the straights.
Engine issues by the sound of it. He is ahead of Gasly though. So all that time Gasly got stuck behind us has cost him. Hamilton is the net leader at the moment. And that's Lindblad coming in. Tsunoda should sweep past us here by the look of it. Pit window is about to open up for Checo.
In front we have Albon. Gap to him 1.7.
There we go. Pit window is now open as Tsunoda goes up the inside of us. Sainz with a new fastest lap of 1:12.1. That is quick.
Yeah, not fair. Keep this pace.
Race is long. Behind Piastri. Use the energy.
Okay.
Bottas still hasn't got his tyres up to temperature yet. Back to Lawson, 25 seconds. I think there's a very strong possibility Bottas might finish last here.
And really good job on tyres. No lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
All right, in comes Bortoletto. Perez should get out in front of him.
We don't think we need any lift and coast.
Understood.
Yeah, he does. Have we held off Piastri? No. Did we give him the DRS or did we get it for ourselves? We got it ourselves. But we just don't have the pace.
Next car behind now is Sainz.
All right, there we go. Again, he's already stopped. We haven't. Sainz will do the same to us, I think. Valtteri's tyres look like they're finally about to turn into, or turn on. We're now 27 seconds behind Lawson. 28 seconds behind him. He's so much quicker than we are right now. We've been lapped. Charles Leclerc has lapped us. No wonder we had a bad lap. All right, let's see if we can stick with him. Max is in as Hamilton sets a new fastest lap. Now George sets a new fastest lap. A 1:11.5. That's very quick as well. Soft tyres for Verstappen. What about Hadjar? What's he going to go on to once he gets out of the pits? Serves his penalty. He's going on to soft tyres. They're going to change his front wing as well. There goes Sainz. Yeah, look at that. We're not even close to catching with Valtteri. All right, 1:14.3. That's better, but it's still too slow. Only retirements can save Valtteri now. One less lap of fuel that we need to find, though. So we're now 3.3 kilos underfueled, not 4.6. Although it's temporary because we're still waiting on Leclerc to box. It's the optimal pit window for Checo. Tyres are at 39. He's got at least one more lap in them. And I am toying with the idea of changing the strategy.
Tyre temps look good. Drop it.
No, we'll stick with the hards. Did think about it. Leclerc, Norris, Alonso, Ocon still haven't stopped, along with Perez. Everyone else has now made at least one stop. $1:13.8 for Valtteri. And Norris is in from second place. Alonso coming in from behind him as well. There is Hamilton. Trying to put the moves on Ocon. It's not a good stop here for Norris. It's a functional stop, but it didn't look particularly quick for Alonso. He will have claimed some time over Norris, though. Hamilton has not got through yet. They're through turn 4 now. Behrman gets past
now
Checo.
We can see what happened. So here we go, heading into turn 1. They decide to give it a go.
Yes, I saw that that she'd passed.
Up to 12th and sniffing at those points places.
92 years old, wasn't it? '93. All right, we're going to box at the end of this lap. Here comes Esteban Ocon as well. Oh, wait, hang on. Why didn't we box? Because I forgot to actually tell him to box. Oh, I'm such an idiot. You know what? Let's go on to the softs. But let's tell him to ease down on the tyres so they don't explode.
Yeah, copy.
And try to take care of these tires.
Copy.
Let's try something a little different here with Checo. So we are still losing time to the cars in front of us. I think it might be worth just retiring Valtteri and saving the car for the last 3 Grand Prix. Let's do a couple of stops just to see if we can at least get some pit stop points.
Boxing this lap.
And
Yep,
then we'll retire him. With the damaged underfloor, it's just not going to work.
Isn't it?
God damn it. Maybe he's still in with a chance.
Safety car deployed. Charge on. Stay as close as you can to 0 on the delta.
We got a nice slightly reduced loss of time there for Checo. Behrman's out. We missed the crash. Oh, there we go.
Game over.
Into turn 2 collision. We saw somebody limping away. It's a bad one for Behrman. Who else was involved in that? I don't know. Leclerc's coming in. That's worked out beautifully for him. And it is a full safety car.
The next car in front is Norris.
It's been upgraded to a full safety car. There it is.
Look after the tires, please.
Yep.
Right, who got that penalty? I didn't see it
We
in
need
time.
to do ball lift and coast. Please increase by 10%.
Trying to do too many things at once. Because whoever it was is almost certainly serving it right now. It's Norris. Norris got the penalty. Just hear the wheel guns going like crazy in the background.
Currently P1. Car behind is Astri.
Chance here for Perez to get out in front of Bortoletto. It's going to be tight. I don't think we will. Can we get it in front of Antonelli? No. So 15th place.
Boxing this lap. Copy.
Energies are good.
Copy.
And tire temperatures are good.
Copy.
So we'll get Valtteri in. Put him onto some soft tyres. We will keep him out for a little while. And see how he does on the softs.
We need to do the full management on this set.
While we're under safety car, an opportunity for you to go and vote on the posts tab of the channel to determine which additional races will be removed from next season's calendar, and throw in your suggestions for the additional sprints that we'll be adding next season as well. That vote will be open until the end of Friday's race, so you have a couple of days to get your suggestions in. And we'll hit a quick advert break while we're under the safety car.
Tempo di sé.
There you see Valtteri just rejoining at the back of the grid there. So he has caught up. Let's take a quick rundown of the grid order after the chaos in the pit lane. So, lap 32, Leclerc leads from Piastri, Sainz third, Hamilton fourth, Gasly in 5th, then it's Alonso 6th, 7th is Ocon. Max, who desperately needs to win this race, is down in 8th place. 9th, Lindblad. 10th is Alex Albon. Russell, who only needs to finish in the top 8, is down in 11th place. Tsunoda is 12th, 13th for Bortoletto, 14th for Antonelli, 15th for Checo, 16th for Hulkenberg, then it's Colapinto, Lawson, Norris down in 19th, Hadjar in 20th, Valtteri 21st. Behrman is out of the race, and Norris is in trouble.
I lost drive or something.
So something, possibly his engine, is now worn to orange levels. That could maybe facilitate a retirement. Might be his gearbox, might be his engine. We do have a fault for Sainz. Hamilton's fault was cleared up. Alonso has a fault. Bortoletto has a fault. Hulkenberg has a damaged underfloor, as does Valtteri.
Safety car is in this lap.
And we are ready to go racing again.
Oh yeah, copy.
No more lift and coast.
Copy.
Mode push.
Copy.
And more energy available.
Yeah, copy.
Now Hamilton's fault's back.
The pit lane.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
And push.
Very slow to get going again. Leclerc waiting to the last possible second. Is it going to cost him? It is. Piastri dives up the inside. Very, very strange restart there from Charles Leclerc. He waited a very long time to get going.
A long way to go. Charge on.
Yeah, copy. Can I give this pace?
Continue like this. Charge button on. Charge button on.
Copy.
And the pace starting to stretch in front of us a little bit.
ERS.
Copy.
You can save less. DRS is enabled.
So we've lost Antonelli,
Let's go mode push.
keeping Hulkenberg just behind us at the moment. Valtteri is past Lando. That makes me think it might be gearbox.
Really good.
And I think we just gave Hadjar the DRS, but we're past Hadjar as well. Hadjar has got that DRS.
Way to go.
Let's take a closer look. This was at Curva do Sol. The gap opens up for them. And now Bottas moves up the field.
We're kind of on a ticking time bomb with Valtteri, with that underfloor damage. If he goes wide over a curb and damages it further, it will be an instant retirement. But let's see if we can salvage 18th place. The plan will be to probably go with another set of softs at the end. Now, Perez has caught back up, just about. New fastest lap for Charles Leclerc as he goes hunting after Oscar. We didn't get the DRS. I thought we were just in range. Apparently not. As Antonelli's trying to find his way past Bortoletto. Bortoletto fights him off, but he's given up the DRS to do it. We're still just out of range. Gasly gets past Sights. So back up to P3 for the Alpine driver. Can I actually make it with a second set of softs? Yes, I can. That'll be what we do with Checo as well, I think. Checo should have an extra set of softs. I don't know why it's showing him as not having one. Let me double check.
You need to keep your K1 usage.
Yeah, we do have another
down
set of
bit,
softs.
Otherwise, you just run out of battery, and then you'll just be taken by everybody. Charge on.
Charge button on.
Colapinto gets past Lawson. And Lawson gets back past Colapinto. So my hope now is that the soft tyres will have enough grip to provide us the pace we need to keep hold of the positions that we've got, maybe gain a place or two when others stop. Not sure that'll be the case as Hülkenberg slots at the inside. Can we retake the place?
Continue, keep going.
No. But we don't have to worry about fuel anymore. We are just past halfway in this Grand Prix. And the pace on the softs is definitely better than it was on the mediums. Sorry, on the hard tyres for Valtteri.
Tire phase
It's lapping
update.
maybe a second quicker.
Yeah. We're holding on.
Helped, of course, by the fact we're not having to fuel save as well. But that's not worth a second. All right, Alonso's in the pits already. There's a good chance that those who are on the softs, apart from us, just do not have any usable softs left. They're all worn from qualifying. That's hard tyres going on them for Fernando. Hadjar gets through on Valtteri.
I can't go faster.
Do your best. Car behind is Norris.
Hülkenberg pushing hard because he's jumping Bortoletto. Again, I think that's maybe Bortoletto struggling a little bit with his tyres. Hülkenberg on the hards will be good for a while. We should be good for a while as well. We got a crash or a lock-up. It's Lawson locking up. That puts Valtteri into P18.
Let's have a look at that. Right, let's follow the action now at turn 7. And the car fails to respond. Now, they did leave it very
And
late.
I think Lawson might have damaged his underfloor with that as well, in the same way that Hulkenberg did. No, he hasn't. I thought he had, but... fault for Bortoletto.
Stay clutch, man.
Gearbox issues. Quite severe gearbox issues as well. It's gone straight to orange.
Next guy in front is Hulkenberg.
Again, we're getting that weird overlap of an engine idling. Very weird. Yellow flag.
Charge button on.
Copy.
Someone running wide. Lindblad locking up at turn
Let's see what
12.
happened there. Here we are then looking at turn 12.
We just saw him just before we hit the replay rejoining in
The
front of
brakes
the
didn't cope.
the two
By that
Audis.
point, it was just too late.
There he is. Perez gets up the inside. Bortoletto is into the pits.
Charge on.
Copy.
Another set of softs, and it's not a good stop either. I don't think he'll be able to take those 31 laps, so expect to see Bortoletto back in again. If he makes it that far, given the state of his car.
Behind is Lawson. No worries, mate. Mode push.
Let's try and get back onto the train behind Perez.
Tire temps are good.
Here comes Lawson having a look. He's not close enough. Colapinto gets through.
You should be mode charge.
Lap 41, it's still Oscar out front ahead of Charles Leclerc, but not by much. He's still in DRS range. Gasly's still hanging on to third. Max has got himself up to fourth now, ahead of Sainz, ahead of Hamilton. Then it's Albon. Russell is where he needs to finish to win the championship. Then it's Yuki Tsunoda, Ocon rounding out the points. Antonelli 11th, Hulkenberg 12th, Colapinto 13th. Perez in 14th with Hadjar right behind him. Then Lindblad and Valtteri, Lawson, Alonso and Norris. Bortoletto in last place in 21st. Behrman having retired after a collision with Norris that we missed, unfortunately. And Hadjar's going to make the move. He's got the DRS. Oh, we chop across him. Valtteri's looking a little punchy. Trying to find his way past Lindblad here. See how much of that time disappears through the sector. Now we're still keeping close enough.
You are good to go, mode push.
Gonna try and go around the outside. Not the overspeed thanks to the DRS.
How's DRS? 1 second behind.
Lindblad outbrakes us though. We'll have another go into turn 4.
Remember, long way to go in this race.
Still haven't completed the move. Let's give Valtteri just a little bit more tyre.
Doing a great job, mate. No management on the tyres required.
And still we can't get through. So let's go into harvest mode.
Charge on. Slow down now.
Because we're out of battery now. Just try and build the battery up a little bit. We've created some separation between Lindblad and Hadjar though, so Lindblad will not have DRS for a while, which is good news for us. And we might still get the move done. You never know. Again, we're not likely to get it around the outside here. And as soon as I say that, we get it around the outside. What do I know? Nothing, apparently.
There's progress to be made.
Can we hold the position, or will he retake it here? We do hold the position. Very nice.
Let's go for it.
So, I was all doom and gloom about Valtteri, and all of a sudden we're P16, 2 places higher than we need to finish. We are definitely struggling with a loss of downforce with the underfloor, but pace is a little bit stronger than I was expecting. So, I'm glad I cancelled that retirement that we had planned.
Tyres starting to drop.
How are we looking on tyres? Yeah, we're looking okay. We are looking okay. Colapinto is long gone. But again, you know, they're on hard tyres, our softs are dying off, so no surprise there. Plus, our car is crap.
He does have DRS on you.
Max up to 3rd place and is about half a second quicker than the leaders on that last lap. He's got a 2-second gap to Hamilton. Sorry, to Gasly. Hadjar gets through. So we're P15, P16. If we finish like that, I'll be happy.
You will be 3.5.
Russell now up to P7, and Oscar is in. And so is Sainz. So even the hard tyres aren't going to go the distance. Track temperature still hasn't increased. It's still 48 degrees. Ambient temperature still 27.7. Antonelli coming in as well. Medium tyres. Lindblad's in. Sainz has gone mediums. And it looks like Sainz is going to split our 2 cars just ahead of Valtteri. Mediums for Lindblad as well.
He's 0.5 behind.
Pit window opens up next lap for both cars, but we can't box them on the same lap, so we'll go 1 extra lap with Valtteri, I think. given that he has 4 or 5% more life in his tyres. Hamilton up to third, past Gasly. Russell in P5 now is looking pretty strong. Albon's right behind him. Little gap then to Yuki Tsunoda.
Lawson, how's DRS?
Can Hulkenberg hang on for points?
And we think it will be soon.
Copy.
He's carrying a damaged underfloor as well. Colapinto gets past him. Sainz gets past Perez. Again, no real surprise there. Perez has just stopped for fresh tyres, and we know how good that Williams has been this year.
All right, let's concentrate. And behind we have Bottas.
Alonso should
2.6.
get through pretty quickly here. And we're into the sunny period of the Grand Prix. Is that going to affect our track temperature?
Tyre management.
As Leclerc sets a new fastest lap of 110.8. Which is just fractionally quicker than Leclerc's previous effort. Sorry, Gasly's previous effort.
Car behind is Alonso.
Gasly down to P5 as Russell is through up to fourth now. It's a 110.7 from Oscar.
Do your best.
There goes Alonso. DRS wide open. And Lawson's going to try and sneak through as well.
Red. A long way to go.
We keep him behind and we get the DRS off Alonso. Max in second place, just a second behind Charles Leclerc, but with George now in P4, it's all over. Title is going home with Russell. Still a lot to play for in the Constructors, though, with Antonelli down in 18th place and out of the points. It's a golden opportunity going begging for McLaren. Norris is not going to do anything this race with the damage to his car. Piastri is currently outside of the points. There's a chance for Ferrari and Red Bull to score some good points. Ferrari especially, they're running first and third right now. As Max is within half a second or so of Charles Leclerc now. Alonso's already all over the back of Checo. Do we box him this lap? Yes, we do.
And try to increase pushing status. Charge button on, charge button on.
Valtteri is
Copy, guys.
keeping Lawson at bay, and Antonelli has moved past him now.
Copy.
I don't expect we'll have that much luck
And we need some
with Antonelli.
Yeah.
Just pick up the pace. Might need to pick up the pace a little bit.
Did I actually tell him to come in? No, I didn't. Was I quick enough? Yes.
And box this lap.
Yeah, confirm.
And charge button on.
Okay.
So, into the pits then for his final stop. Valtteri Bottas. Norris is in the pits as well. Norris is out of the pits. There he is. So, Norris is almost a lap down on us at the moment, although we haven't stopped yet.
Boxing this lap.
Copy. Box.
.3. It's not quick enough. It's not quick enough for points.
Will be clear.
Antonelli is through. No surprises there.
Charge on.
Copy.
Let's get after these cars in front.
So we're at P20. There are the leaders. Max is ahead of Leclerc now. So Max is doing what he needs to do to try and win the Grand Prix. But George is not going to help him out. Gasly's in.
Car behind is Norris. No lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
Soft tyres going on Pierre Gasly. Into the pits then for Valtteri.
Box this lap, please.
Copy. Box.
Wilson finally gets through as we leave the track.
So deployed.
2.2. That might just sneak us onto the leaderboard.
Clear,
There goes Perez. And we have 20 laps to go.
So Perez in front of you. He's 3 seconds in front of you. Norris right behind.
Well, I wouldn't say right behind. Norris hasn't even crossed the line yet.
From tyre point of view, we don't think lift and coast is necessary.
Copy.
Soft tyres going on to Ocon. Hadjar is into the
So
pits.
next car, Perez.
He's going to hold position against us, I think.
Car behind is Norris.
Set of softs for him too. Yeah, we haven't even come out of Yonkao yet. There we go, Perez across the line. Tyres aren't in the window yet. We're going to have to just help fire them up a little bit.
Let's have mode.
No
push.
change to track temperature. It has not gone up at all. It's locked. It seems at 48 degrees. That hasn't fluctuated a single degree all Grand Prix, nor is the ambient temperature. So weather a little bit broken today. I tried to be all clever as well with my tyre choices, looking at what the forecast was going to be and when we were going to have cloud and when we were going to have, you know, just blazing sunshine to heat the track a bit more, and the game just made a complete mockery of my attempts to do that. It decided to just lock itself up. Thanks, game. Right, can we at least keep Lawson behind us? It's not about Perez, it's about Valtteri. Here he comes. There he is. So yes, we have got back in front of Lawson. We're still 1 place short of where we need to be with Perez, 2 places short. No, 1 place short with each driver. Evening, Clark. How are you today?
And charge button on.
Right, we know that Bortoletto is a walking wounded here. You can see 1:14 on the last lap. We are a little bit quicker than we need to be because of the battery, but we're still quicker than Bortoletto. And Sainz
I cannot push. Something is strange.
is escalating his fault. Ocon is fastest with a 109.7. Valtteri gets his tyres up to temp. I need to turn these down now.
And we need to increase tire saving.
And Bortoletto's into the pits, actually. So
We need to reduce K1 usage. No management required.
Copy.
Charge on. Copy.
I was like, who's Kate? And then I realised it's a typo. It's an okay stop, but it's going to come out, you know, behind Lawson by a way. He's going to come out in blue flags as well. That's Russell coming through. Russell now P3. He's looking to take the championship in style tonight. At the very least, on the podium. Still don't know if we're going to need to see a pit stop as well for the front runners. We've seen other cars on hards have to make an extra stop. Sainz and Alonso squabbling over P11. Alonso has the inside line through turn 3 and the DRS. And it looks like Ocon's going to try and follow through as well. Not a good little sequence there for Sainz, as he drops down 2 places. And Antonelli is right behind him as well. So that's about to be 3 places for Sainz. There we go. Antonelli just drives straight around the outside of him. Oh, and Ocon develops a fault now. Battery issues for Esteban. So yeah, there we go. Sainz down to 14th place. We have a 5-second gap behind and in front of our cars. Or our car there. And then a 2.5-second gap back to Lawson, who is quicker than Valtteri. But will be more aggressive with his tyres, I think. So we just need to survive for the next few laps until Lawson's tyres wear out a bit. Would feel a little safer if we could gain 1 more place with each car. Be it a retirement from Sainz or someone crashing out. Or just someone driving really, really slowly. Like Sainz is doing really slow lap times at the moment. Did a 1:14.8 last time round. He's at the back of the train now, so he might get some slipstream to pick him back up again. He might just have been slow that lap because he was being overtaken. But he is still hanging on to the back of Antonelli as they tuck up behind Ocon, who's dropping back after that battery issue. Gasly down in 10th place. Hasn't punched through as I was expecting him to. Looking to get the move done here on Hulkenberg. There we go. Back up to 9th for him, but he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to get back up towards the podium. I think that's probably gone now. Again, unless we see stops. Leclerc still has not stopped since the safety car. Can he take those tyres to the end, or is he risking a puncture? George onto the podium. Lapping slower, though. Maybe his tyres are gone. Maybe he's about to hit the pits.
Doing a good job on tyres.
Okay, copy.
Yeah, 1:12.5 for Sainz last time rounds. We're lapping a little bit slower than Lindblad's. And we got a yellow flag.
Tyre use. Yeah, copy.
Leclerc is off.
Has gone off.
He had a spin, so if his tyres were struggling, that will not do them any favours. That's given the win to Russell, to Verstappen, I think, but it means that Russell might finish second tonight. There is George, champion-elect. Meanwhile, Lawson continues to sneak towards the back of us. Can we hang on to 18th place? Antonelli and Ocon having a right old scrap here. Ocon has fared worst. Look at this little train here. Hulkenberg, Alonso, Antonelli, Ocon and Sainz. Only one car out of all 5 of them is uncompromised at the moment. Hulkenberg has a broken underfloor, damaged underfloor. We're not sure what's wrong with Alonso's car. Ocon has got battery issues. Sainz has got engine issues, I think. Maybe gearbox, but I think it's engine. And there's Hulkenberg into the pits, so he's not going to get points today. In fact, Perez might be able to jump him. I don't think Valtteri will. Hamilton's fault escalates.
And as far as we can tell, they've got a fault with the car.
Now he's at risk of not being able to finish. So can we jump him with Perez here? Yes, we can. We are through to P16. Valtteri 4.5 seconds back, but Hulkenberg will be able to push his tyres. We can't. Lawson within just a couple of tenths of us now. This is the most important fight for us at any rate. Staying where we are means we achieve the sponsor goal of 18th that we optimistically set going into this Grand Prix, and wouldn't be an issue had we not damaged the car when we were clobbered by Hadja. We've had a loss of downforce thanks to the underfloor since quite early on. We had to change the front wing as well, change the whole tyre strategy. We were about to retire him when Behrman crashed out and brought out a safety car. Very quickly changed my mind and kept him out for a bit to see how he'd do, changing up his strategy, putting him on softs, and we are hanging on. And Russell, Verstappen and Hamilton are all in. Soft tyres for Verstappen. Russell is ahead of Hamilton. Hamilton's in for soft tyres. Soft tyres for Russell. He will stay ahead of Hamilton. Where's Max going to feed out? Behind Oscar. How far back is he going to be? There is Oscar there. That puts Albon up into second place. Tsunoda into third. We think Leclerc might have to stop, especially after that lockup. He's trying for a one stop. I don't know if his tyres will make it. I think if he tries to go for it, he could well puncture himself out of the podium. And he's only 14 seconds behind Leclerc. So if Leclerc boxes, he will lose the lead again back to Max, but he will get out ahead of George if he boxes. If he stays out, George will undercut him. And so will Gasly get through, and Colapinto, and maybe Hamilton. I mean, he'll have the pace to get past Hamilton and Colapinto, and probably Gasly as well, but it looks like he's going to try and go the distance.
Mode push, please. Mode push. Copy.
Yuki currently finding himself in a podium position. He hasn't been on the podium, I don't think, since Japan. When he got a podium in Japan. I don't think he's been close to the podium since then. And he is slightly quicker than Alex Albon. I cannot shake Liam Lawson here.
You can save less.
Okay.
That's Norris in front. We're about to lap Lando Norris. We already have done with Perez, who's now fighting with Hulkenberg. Max sets a new fastest lap, a 1:09.2. That is quick. He's already on the back of Piastri as Colapinto comes in.
And you can use all the boost bar.
Copy.
He'll get out ahead of the battle between Checo and Nico. Not by much, but enough. And Lawson's in. That takes the pressure off. Lawson into the pits. We've got a yellow flag, and that is a retirement for Lando Norris. Or is it? What happened to Lando?
But this
Did
is
he just
what
pull
happened.
over in a really, really awkward position? Leclerc runs off the track.
And nearly, just running wide. Fighting with the car, just a little, perhaps.
Maybe that was just a very extreme blue flag for Norris there. Maybe complicated by the fact that Lawson was going through the pits as well. Maybe that's why it triggered such a slow movement there for him. I wish we could see a replay of that happening, but we're not going to. Lawson's going to come out behind Tsunoda, Piastri and Verstappen. And he'll have the pace, I think, to stay with them. But I don't think they're going to have the pace to catch me and force me into blue flags. I think we are actually safe now.
Charge on.
Just make sure we don't run out of fuel.
And we need to increase lift and coast.
Copy.
Tyres will go the distance. Lawson tries to unlap himself and immediately gets blue flagged back into oblivion. So no threat from his potential lightning pace. We can't keep up with Hulkenberg because we can't push our tyres. But we are 17th and 18th, which is exactly where we need to finish to achieve the sponsor target. So, you know what? I'm good with that. It was a gamble putting both in for the top 18 finishes tonight, and it is just about going to pay off. But it was nervy for a very long time with Valtteri. And there may yet be some late drama as well. We still have 3 cars that are on orange faults. Norris, with a very badly worn engine, is about to get blue flagged by Charles Leclerc, who still has not boxed. Is he actually going to take this all the way to the end? It's times like this I kind of wish I could check tyres, and I know a sneaky way to do it, but I'm not going to do it. I want that suspense, that drama to build. Not just for you guys, but for myself as well. I genuinely would be amazed if he can make this all the way to the end without his car puncturing. Had he not had that big spin, probably wouldn't be that concerned for him, but yeah, just throw that extra random element in, doesn't it? Max has not been able to get past Piastri because Piastri is still fighting with Tsunoda for the final step on the podium. He's actually dropping away a little bit as he cooked his tyres in the dirty air. There's Lawson stuck behind him. We are pretty golden right now. We just have to finish.
And 6 laps to go.
Copy.
And still no change to the temperatures. 27.7 degrees, 48 degrees track temperature. They really have stuck two fingers up in my face today, hasn't it? Well, I do feel I've indicated my decision not to run the second set of softs in quali. I don't think we would have got out of the session even if we had run them, and we needed them for the strategy change that we went on to. As Yuki still stays ahead of Oscar, and Max is still not close enough to make a move of his own. Russell is just behind him. Max is going to lose the championship today. Well, I say lose. It's Norris is the champion, but that's already gone. Russell is going to win the title tonight. He's on for 8 points. He only needed 3 to make it mathematically impossible for Max to beat him. And Leclerc's actually pulling away at the front. It's doing 1:11.9. He's only half a second quicker than Perez. He's a second quicker than Valtteri. But that's too big a gap, I think, for him to lap Valtteri in the remaining 4 laps. Can Tsunoda survive?
And 4 laps to go.
Copy.
Can he get his second third place podium of the season? That I know of. He may have had another one, but I don't think he has. Here comes Oscar. And Yuki outbreaks him. Three laps to go. Leclerc leads from Albon and Tsunoda. Piastri is all over the back of Yuki. Max in 5th. Russell closing Max down in 6th. That would be the ultimate insult if Russell finishes ahead of Verstappen today. It's Gasly in 7th. Disappointing for Gasly. He was leading this Grand Prix off the line, qualified on pole, led the first stint, then got held up by us, and then the safety car, and it just hasn't worked out for him today. But a decent result, 7th place. Hamilton in 8th, Antonelli in 9th. Alonso just gets past Ocon for 10th, and Ocon's punctured. Ocon has punctured, and now surely... Oh, he's on softs. That'll be an extra place for us, because he's got a long way to go to get back to the pits. That might be. Yeah, I think we'll definitely get him with Perez before he gets to the pits. Valtteri will get the position anyway once he's into the pits. Leclerc still out there. Tyres still hanging on. Max is now close. It's now going to be a 3-way fight. Here comes Oscar. There's Max. Oh, Max is charging up in the slipstream. And this time Oscar gets up the inside. Can Yuki Tsunoda hold him off? Or is it done and dusted? He's fighting back. He retakes the place. And Russell is closing in on all 3 of them. Ocon hits the pits as Piastri goes past him.
And 2 laps to go.
Copy.
Now Valtteri goes past. We should just about have enough pace to stay ahead of him. I hope. It's not necessary, but it would be nice to finish in 17th. Instead of down in 18th. Oh, he's only just leaving the pit lane now, and he's been lapped by Charles Leclerc, who's on his final lap. Will Leclerc's tyres hang on? Will Piastri get the move done here? Will George spoil the party for everybody? So you can see George's tyres. 35% on the rear. He's going to get Max. Piastri's got past Tsunoda. George gets past Verstappen. And that is it. That is title very much done and dusted. We're about to start our final lap. We will avoid getting lapped. Leclerc is going to make it.
And last lap. Okay, copy.
Tsunoda is going to have the heartbreak of missing out on the podium to Oscar, and he might yet lose the position to George as well. It's a long run to the line. George doesn't have any battery left. I think Tsunoda will be okay.
That's Leclerc. Charles Leclerc is today's winner.
He is.
Look at that. Leclerc takes first place.
It's been a while since Leclerc won a race.
Well, it was never certain, but if anything, that must make the victory taste even sweeter.
Somehow he made that one-stop work today. The only car to make a one-stop strategy. Russell will finish in P5 ahead of Verstappen. Russell is your world champion for 2026. And we still have 3 rounds to go. Sainz is out. What happened to Sainz? Has he run out of fuel?
And check at plug.
Or did he break something? He ran out of fuel, look.
Sorry, guys.
So we gain another place on the final corner. That'll be 15th and 16th. What a disappointment for Sainz. Another horrible weekend for him. Returning to Ferrari next season. He's had a really strong season, but a really up and down season as well.
Really put in a brilliant drive today.
It's safe to say they exceeded all expectations. A finish in the points, and my goodness, it is very well deserved.
Oh, that's a wonderful scene. The team getting their first chance to congratulate their driver on a job well done. And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today.
Win number 5 is in the bag. They pulled out all the stops, pushing hard to earn that victory.
And that means, here in Sao Paulo, it's party time. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And from our team in Sao Paulo, a big thank you for joining us this weekend.
The next round of the season will see Formula One return to the States as the glitz and the glamour of Las Vegas awaits.
All right, confirmation of the final result then. 13 places gained for Charles Leclerc. Made a one-stop work. The only driver who tried it, and he made it somehow, despite spinning and damaging his tyres as well. What a drive from Charles Leclerc. to take the win, his fifth win of the season. Alex Albon takes second, so bittersweet afternoon for Williams, with one car on the podium, the other one running out of fuel just meters from the line. Oscar takes third place, getting past Yuki Tsunoda on the final lap. Heartbreaking for Tsunoda there, but he still gained 9 places and finished in fourth, so a really good afternoon in terms of points. George Russell finishes in fifth and will be crowned the Drivers' World Champion ahead of Max Verstappen, who finished sixth. Gasly in seventh. Just didn't work out for him today. A little unlucky with strategy not quite playing out for him. Hamilton in 8th place with a very wounded car at the end. Antonelli 9th. Alonso somehow gets a point in 10th. It was not looking good for him earlier on in the Grand Prix. Hadjar up 10 places to take 11th ahead of Lindblad, who once again misses out on points. Colapinto up 9 places for 13th. Then it's Hülkenberg, Perez, Bottas in 16th. We were going to retire him. I'm so glad we didn't now. Sainz running out of fuel just round the corner from the start-finish straight. Feel so sorry for Sainz, but I'm kind of glad he did as well. Ocon in 18th place, down 11 places. Not a good afternoon for him. That puncture ruined his afternoon. Lawson 19th, 20th for Bortoletto, 21st and 2 laps down for Lando Norris. His car really did not perform well today with that engine issue. And it's Ollie Behrman who failed to finish, crashing out in a collision with Lando Norris, which brought out the mid-race safety car. Let's have a look at the standings then. You see Max is 100. No, not 100, sorry. He is 70. Is he still in this? He's 74 points behind with 75 remaining. He's still in this. Remarkably, could we see the unthinkable happen if George DNFs the next 3 races and Max wins all 3 of them? He would win the championship by a point. But 7 wins against 1. George needs 1 point. I got my maths wrong. So he needs 1 point to win the World Championship. And he'll have his opportunity in Vegas tomorrow. Piastri is third on 255 points, 1 point ahead of Charles Leclerc, who fires back with that victory today. No points for Lando, who stays fifth with 180 points. Sainz behind on 173, no points for him either. Hamilton has 161, then it's Antonelli with 149, Alonso with 132. Albon closes to within 9 points of Fernando with 123 points now, 18 gained today for his second place finish. Then it is Gasly on 106, Tsunoda with 80 points, Valtteri with 27, 26 for Hadjar, 15 for Hülkenberg, 13 for Colapinto, 10 for Lawson, and then it's 5 for Behrman, 4 for Ocon, 3 for Perez, 1 point for Bortoletto, and in 22nd, still no points for Arvid Lindblad. In the constructors' standings, 496 points for Mercedes. They lead by 61 points over McLaren. 3 rounds to go means 129 points remaining in the constructors' fight. Ferrari probably out of it now. Not mathematically out of it, but probably out of it. Missed an opportunity to really hammer home some good points today with Lewis's car troubles. Red Bull definitely out of it. They're nearly 200 points behind in fourth, and they're just 3 points ahead of Williams. Williams really are going to fight all the way to the bitter end here for fourth place with Red Bull. That's going to be fascinating to watch. Aston Martin have 212 points. Then it's Alpine with 119 in 7th. We're sitting in 8th place with 30 points, ahead of Audi with 16, Racing Bulls with 10, and Haas bottom with 9. So, were we able to sneak onto the pit stop leaderboard? Yes, we were. Actually, with both cars. I did not think Perez's stop would be quick enough, but it was just quick enough to get us on the board. Look at that. We beat Lindblad's time by 1,000th of a second. 2.281 is our new personal best stop of the season. So that's very nice. It's proof that we are still moving in the right direction with the pit crew. McLaren get the fastest stop today, 2.12. Then it's Mercedes in second and fourth. Alpine taking third. Red Bull take fifth. Williams sixth and eighth. And then Racing Bulls in 10th. So we pick up 8 points today. What has that done to the standings and our position in particular? Well, nothing much for us. McLaren are still top, 441 points. Again, 129 points is available. And Red Bull have a 42-point gap. So they could still challenge. They lost some ground to McLaren today. Mercedes move above Ferrari, but they are fighting only for third place. They're not going to catch either of the teams ahead of them. Racing Bulls have 218 points. They're 13 behind Ferrari. Then it's Alpine with 183. Aston and Audi still tied. Audi in 7th, Aston in 8th, both on 114 points. We're up to 65 points, and I'm so glad we did score those points because Williams would have overtaken us without them. Williams has 63 points now, just 2 behind us as we go into the last 3 Grand Prix. And Haas still bottom with 44 points. And there you see our stops. The first stop was about 8.5 seconds because we had that wing change. 2.6 on the second stop. And then 2.2 for that final stop there. We had a 2.3 there and a 2.4 for Perez for his first stop under the safety car. Good enough for some points, which is nice to see. Evening, Adrian. Both drivers achieved the sponsor targets, so we had another 945,000 and change to our bank balance. Let's head back and start prepping for Las Vegas. Very nice. We've got a spare front wing and Valtteri's gone up a point in performance. So has Fittipaldi. Very nice. So we've got 2.5 weeks now until Vegas. A little bit of time to try and get our affairs in order before we hit the triple header. We will push through that tonight and get prepped ready for the start of the Grand Prix. A reminder, I may be slightly late tomorrow. Should be back from the hospital in time, but you never know. So let's take a look at the post-race data. Are we going to have to spend money on parts? I really don't want to. I really want to get some more research done, but cash is tight. So we broke an underfloor. I think we've got 1 spare coming. We broke a front wing, and then another one failed as well. I don't know why it's saying destroyed on this car, because it should be on this car. Yeah, a bit weird. Engine still looking really good for Valtteri. Starting to really get a little squiffy for Perez. But he's still consistently out-driving Valtteri at the moment, and I don't understand why. Because he hasn't all season. And now he's got a power disparity. And he's outperforming him. It's very strange. Very strange. Right. Let's fix the cars. We have a spare underfloor. Now we have no spare underfloors. We've got 4 parts at medium risk. We need those extra suspensions. They are coming. There's that failed front wing. We have a spare, and everything else is at medium risk. Oh, God. So, I'm going to need a rear wing. I'm going to need another underfloor. I can't afford to buy those parts. We're just going to have to roll back. I need to focus on getting some more research done. Let me take a look at where we stand with research as well. We're 3 days away. In fact, let's get those 3 days out of the way first. Another spare underfloor. So we do actually have a spare underfloor now. That's good. God knows we need it. So, we've got some scouting done on Jack Doohan. He has 13 months. Is he re-signed? No, he's just out of contract from next season. I thought he was out of contract this season. So, he will still be at Alpine next year unless we make an offer for him. Colapinto is out of contract. He's only got a month left on his deal. His cornering is not good. But he would be cheap. Would not be a dramatic improvement on what we have, though. He's only better in adaptability and accuracy. And he's down potentially substantial points in certain areas. Smoothness down 4 points. That's significant. He's down 8 points in cornering. That's very significant. 6 points in overtaking. Yeah. Not this season. Maybe next season. We shall see. Might make him a reserve role offer. Alright. Research is complete on the chassis and the side pods. 13 days to go until the suspension can be reworked again. So let's save and reload so we can take a look at where we stand with those two projects complete. So, chassis-wise, that's some pretty nice performance gains there. 7% nearly on the airflow and the DRS, 7% exactly on drag, 8.5% pretty much on engine cooling from the chassis alone. That's nice. Front wing is nicely covered off. Rear wing needs just a little bit more to sort out the low speed, but everything else is covered nicely and some pretty nice gains. Side pods, 6% on engine cooling, 3.5% to 4%, well, nearly 4% across the board elsewhere. Underfloor, very much covered off. That's nice. Suspension, we need to do a big suspension project. I think that's going through right now, isn't it? With all of our hours. Did we actually get that started or not? I don't remember. Yes, so that's going through. That's the remainder of our hours. So suspension will be completely covered off. So we need to do a rear wing, which we cannot afford to do. But we could wait a few days and then try and do it there. Or we could get another project started now. Let's work on the side pod. We'll leave that as is, I think. That's going to take me to the 4th of December. This is where our driver contribution is really helping us with next season as well. Fittipaldi proving to be worth his weight in cash rather than gold. I don't know whether or not to put multiple engineers on or just put one on and leave it at that. Let's go to the calendar. Let's go back to the calendar. So, do we have any prize money coming? Yes, there. In a week. Our sponsor plan will pay up. So we will be able to get another round of research done. So in that case, I'm going to wait a couple of days just to get some money from the tour centre so that we can get our rear wing started, because that's going to take the longest to do. And then we'll have the money to get everything else done in the remaining month on the other projects. There we go. Marco Peroni goes up by a point. Very nice. As does Neil Holdy. And we now have 1.874, which is just enough to get our rear wing research project done. That will cover off the low speed. Let's just make sure that it definitely gets enough. Confirm. There we go. So we have, what, $74,000. It's not much, but we've only got to wait a week, maybe. Not even that. Yeah, a week, basically. We've got to wait a week until we get our money from our sponsors. We've got an upgrade going through on the boardroom. That's done. Let's check in with the board, actually. What do they think of our performance in Brazil? They were satisfied. Okay. Well, I'll take satisfied. Don't tell me he's taken the offer. Oh, right. Ah, shit. This means I need to find a new driver if I sign him on this. Oh. I can't believe he took the offer. Who could I put in the car instead, then? I thought we cancelled our negotiation with Hamilton. Oh, we never got back to him. I'm going to have one last crack at this. He's getting further and further away from... it's going to be expensive, but let's up that just a little bit. 4.75 mil. As we're getting closer and closer to the end of his contract and he hasn't been offered a contract anywhere else, it looks like we might have maybe lowered his requirements slightly. Our team might be slightly more attractive to him as well, which might well help as well, now that we've improved the boardroom. We've got lots of facilities that all need sprucing. Oh, I have to acknowledge it and hope that we get a response from Hamilton before this offer expires. But we know that we can actually get him to sign as an affiliate to break his contract. All right, we've got spare suspensions. November staff survey. Both drivers are enthusiastic, but still very unhappy with car performance. Javi's still neutral, as is Ian Gregg. We've got Mark Slade and Marco Peroni both feeling positive. Neutral for Neil. Positive for 2 of our reserves, enthusiastic for the other 2. That's all looking pretty good. Let's get some money from the sponsors. Low stock on front wings. We have a spare, so that's okay. There we go. Target achieved. 6.808 mil. No mandatory activity. Need to make a couple of spare rear wings. No, I said I wasn't going to, didn't I? Well, the rear wing's actually worth quite a bit, I think, over the previous one. Yeah, it's worth a lot. So we kind of have to with the rear wings. But everything else, we'll just try and rely on what spares we have now. So we've got a spare chassis, a spare front wing. We might make an extra spare front wing. Because, again, it's pretty cheap. We've got spare side pods. We've got a spare underfloor, 2 spare suspensions. That's it. Let's just get 1 front wing added to our build queue. No more parts. Oh, no, don't want to. No more parts now for the rest of the season. What we've got, including these, is it. We've got 5.3 mil. We need to hang on to that cash just in case. Let's get our sponsor plan in. We have no mandatory payouts at the end of the period. So, let's get Ricardo doing what Ricardo does. Let's put the factory in. Let's put Sergeant in. Let's put the weather center in. We're just clearing the target. I'm trying to avoid using the engineers, but yeah, we can always just hire a couple more engineers if we need to. Let's actually take the weather center out. Let's think. No, we're not going to need the weather center for the last 3 races. So yeah, we'll keep the weather center in. So we've got a nice little cushion just in case. Let's confirm the sponsor plan. So that's worth another 6.0875 in 6 weeks' time, right towards the end of the season, when we are certainly going to need it for next year. How long do we have? 5 days to go. Oh, no, I've got to do research, haven't I? Okay, I'm quite prepared to put myself in debt then, if Hamilton accepts the offer. Let's see. We are a month away. Research. Let's do another chassis. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to just leave that as is. 1 engineer on that. And we'll do another side pod. And again, we'll leave that as is. There we go. And we've had space for 1 more project here. Might do an underfloor. Might do another suspension. I don't know. We'll see. Yes, yes, yes. I know. There is the suspension project complete. There's our spare front wing. Perez has given up. We'll still have an opportunity, but we're going to have to wait a race or 2. And there we go. We are prepped and ready for Vegas. It says it's going to be warm. Now that's relative. Let's have a look. Yeah, it doesn't look warm to me. Not at all. I think we're going to need our soft tyres for this circuit, so we'll be running hard tyres in practice and mediums. Probably going to 2-stop this soft, medium. Maybe soft, medium. The 1-stop might be viable, but we would have to push the hard tyres. I just don't know if we could necessarily get the best out of that strategy. I think the 2-stop would be better for us. God knows where we're going to end up, because this is very much a fast track and we are lacking in speed. Very much so. But fingers crossed we can do something. We will find out when we come back tomorrow, hopefully on time at 8 p.m. As I said, maybe slightly late starting. We shall see. I will post on the channel if I am not going to make it for 8 o'clock. Next episode of Jurassic World Evolution 3 will be out tomorrow at 6 while I am, at the hospital. And then, as I say, we'll be back for round 22. And maybe tomorrow we'll find out if Hamilton is actually going to sign for us. We've made him that extra offer. It's less than he initially wanted, but the team is slightly more attractive thanks to the improvements to the boardroom. Maybe we can sign him. It will cost us an absolute fortune, but I'm hoping the payoff of a better car with Lewis behind the wheel will mean regular results. It'll certainly mean more money in terms of sponsors. We will have a much better chance of attracting some high quality sponsors next season if we can get him in the car. Interesting times. Let's see how it all shakes out. We need just 1 point for George as well to seal the championship in Las Vegas tomorrow night as well. So expect the title to be decided tomorrow. It's still plenty to play for in the constructors. It's not done and dusted yet. It's definitely advantage Mercedes, but McLaren are still in the hunt. Ferrari pretty much out of it now. So it's a 2-horse race between those two teams. And I could probably go Mercedes' way, but McLaren are not out of it. Piastri's been quick recently. Norris had a shocker today, but has been pretty quick recently as well. Antonelli's been very erratic. He's been blisteringly quick or wildly out of position. He needs to finish in points to help back up George if they're going to definitely clinch the constructors. And it's not impossible that they could do that tomorrow as well. I think the gap is 61 points. Yeah, a good result tomorrow would seal that for Mercedes. But it will be very, very close. Right. If you have enjoyed tonight's race, a thumbs up would be much appreciated. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications for live streams and videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then what are you playing at? Get off your fingers, press that button, and subscribe to the channel. I will be back at the usual time, hopefully tomorrow. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.